As you know, today's Foresight topic is the New World Order, winners and the disadvantaged. So just a little bit from the COVID experience, the consequences that were derived from COVID-19, as you're aware, are not just the virus itself, but it is the grief of waking up and to realize that the lifestyle that we have been evolved living in is unable to cope with the pandemic. And that what is happening now was predictable. In fact, a lot of experts had predicted in the past. So I think fortunately many people today have realized that if we do not make a conscious choice to change our course of action, whether individually or collectively, we will get more of the same. So I think my question here is, then does COVID then give us an opportunity, the COVID experience, to build that conscious planet that we want to do and build it now, since this momentum will not last too long?
Every situation is an opportunity to change if you are conscious. Every situation that you face, pleasant or unpleasant, you can use that. Unfortunately, people have lost lives. Nearly 6 million plus lives have been lost on the planet because of this COVID. That is an unfortunate situation. I don't know anybody around me who has not lost somebody that they knew, a friend or family, almost everybody has lost someone. But those of us who are alive, who lived through this, we are crying about our lifestyle.
Right.
We should stop crying about lifestyle, all that will happen. Well, anyway, once again, India's economy is surging and because of, whatever, because people strive harder when things go bad, so I think that striving is paying off. And I think the administrations are also doing the right things, so it is all paying off. And as a nation with 1.3 billion people, I think we have come out of it spectacularly well compared to many much more developed, economically much more capable nations. Compared to them, we have come out very well. And the way we have produced vaccines and the way we've administered that to an entire population is
commendable, yes.
For the rest of the world, it's quite a miracle, the way we've done it, because you don't see that kind of medical infrastructure on the ground, but somehow people have done it. Everybody has stood up and made it happen, from the lowest level of worker, from the… in the medical teams and the administrative teams, from the lowest cadre to the highest, I think everybody has stood up and done what they have done. I think we need to hugely appreciate that, because, we were active in the villages. What I saw was, from a police constable to a village accountant to everybody, suddenly they were transformed human beings. They were all functioning with such sense of service which we have never seen before in them. So that was really great to see that when really difficulties came, their humanity became the most important quality in them, not the other aspects of their life.
Right.
So that's great, but at the same time, one thing that COVID has done is, it has hung mortality in our face.
Yes.
Mortality is always hanging in front of us, but most people think they're immortal.
Yes. Unfortunately.
But COVID has made mortality very obvious because people around us started dying.
Right.
And when mortality comes into your awareness, when you understand you're mortal, that means the way you know yourself right now could end right now or tomorrow morning or whatever. When you realize that, that is when you will really start seeking what is beyond this. What is beyond this physical body? What is beyond this social engagement that I have? When that question comes, that is when you turn spiritual. Spiritual process is always relevant only because somebody realizes that they are mortal.
Right.
See, suppose you and me were not mortal, we are here forever.
Forever, yes.
What would spirituality mean to us? Nothing. So, mortality is an important thing. That is the fundamental fact of our life. When an individual human being realizes that, definitely there will be evolution of seeking within oneself. I think in many ways that has happened. We did our best in those times to reach out to the world and offer these possibilities. and millions of people have taken to this. Just to give you some sense of the seeking that has happened in the world, in the year 2020, our video views, just one organization, our video views, just me, one person, all right, our video views have been 2.48 billion.
Wow.
B,
Wow.
not M.
Yes, that's a huge number.
This is because there is a longing, there is a seeking. Suddenly people realize the simple things, petty things they were fighting for suddenly is meaningless. They have to look for something more profound, which is a good thing, but it need not come this way. Disasters need not strike for us to come to our senses. I hope people come to senses without inviting disasters.
No, well, it's happened, so we must make the best of it, I suppose. We must find that silver lining, and I think your initiative…
What life throws at us…
Yes, and…
is not always our choice, but what we make out of it is always our choice. We must make 100% choice about that.